Oh, I'm so grateful to be here. I have lived my 50 years of life through competition with myself and others.
Life's treating you well then.
It has, but I've done many amazing things.
Yeah.
And now I'm at this point where I want to continue on doing amazing things. And I'm fighting between repeating the striving for.
Well, you don't have to do that. You've asked, and it's in the vortex. Now you just let it in. This is the easy part. Chill out. Next. We said we get you. We didn't say you'd get us.
Oh, I just want to relax and allow.
What we said to you, did it make sense? Conceptually. Do you accept that you did step 1 and that Source has done step 2? And so your work right now is step 3. And that really is about relaxing. Here's the thing that is tripping you up. Trips a lot of people up. You ask, you don't realize that it's answered. And you don't realize that now you've asked, your work is to relax and let it in. So you keep asking. You continue to stay in step 1. Well, step 1 is a different vibration than step 3. Step 1 is utilizing the contrast, acknowledging what you don't want. There's so much resistance in step 1 that you can't let it in. So you got to find some way to get out of step 1. So can you feel the presence of the striving still within her? And so that tension that you feel is your indication of that continual striving, which is continual step 1ing, which is in the way. You see, so that's why we like to explain how it works, so that you know what to do when. Let's say that you've decided that you're going to have a successful skydiving experience. And they've explained to you what you're going to do, but you get the steps all out of order. And so when you're still in the airplane, you pull the ripcord. And then you say, okay, now I'm going to jump. And everyone says, no, don't do it. Don't go yet. In other words, you got the steps out of order. And so what happens with so many of you, you do step 1, we do step 2. Then you do step 1 and we do step 2. And then you do step 1 and we do step 2. And then you do step 1 and we do step 2. And then you do step 1 and we do step 2. And then you do step 1 and we do step 2. And you say, this stuff doesn't work. And we say, at some point, you got to relax with some attitude of faith or trust that the process is working for you. But humans, we love you so much, but you are so prone to striving because somewhere you've come to believe that asking and making it happen, that the striving part is what pays off. Well, it might pay off in a very mundane way, in the sense that you can pick stuff up and move it from place to place while you're step 1ing. You can be hateful and angry, and you can move a lot of stuff around, but you cannot get the contents of your vortex to stream consistently into your life experience if you remain in the striving mode. And you've got that all upside down. You strive so much and you let in just a little bit. So much so that when you relax and let something in, you think it's a fluke. Oh, I had the most uplifting, enlightening moment for a moment. Oh, it was just wonderful. That's the way it's supposed to feel all the time. You should be in a state of satisfaction the majority of the time, and sometimes speculating a little bit. Step 1 is a good step unless you're striving. When you ask with expectation, that's asking and allowing at the same time. That is so delicious. But when you ask while you doubt, when you ask while you fear, when you ask while you're mad, when you ask when you're guilty or blameful, then you just put tension into the equation, you see. So we're appreciating your opening remarks. And it is our expectation that as we move forward, that you'll find some ways of relaxing a little bit in all of this.
Thank you so much.
You want to talk about something specific, and we'll give it 2 minutes?
I would like to talk about my healing abilities, and I guess that's just allowing to.
When you have healing abilities, and everyone does, but when you are exercising your healing abilities, it means you're in step 3. You're not striving, you're letting it in. The fact that you know how to do that, it's interesting. We hear from a lot of teachers and healers like you. I'm really good when I'm talking to other people about what's going on with them. Just not so good when I talk about the stuff that I've been pushing against my whole life. So a question that we want to put to you, think about it a little bit, don't work hard on it, is why is it easier for me to give somebody else the benefit of the doubt than it is myself? Why is it easier for me to expect good things to come to somebody else than it is myself? The answer is simple. It's just that you've been walking around with yourself, thinking resistant thoughts about yourself and through yourself. You think all the time. Esther came out of the hair salon the other day, and while her car was in the parking lot at the garage, someone bumped it a little bit and bent the license plate frame and damaged the grill a little bit. So she had taken it in for repair, and now it's in the parking lot and it's all bright and shiny and new again. So she's walking out to the parking lot and she says, well, hello, Cadillac. Do you like your new nose? And your new grill? And then she began to laugh and she said to herself, I'm talking to an inanimate object. And I think it's answering me. And then she thought, I talk to inanimate objects and I talk to non-physicals, and we say, you're all projecting all the time. And the projection, it's not who you're talking to or even the sanity of your thoughts. In other words, this was just Esther's playful way of acknowledging how happy she was that the license plate frame was back the way she likes it. But the reason that we bring this story up is because whether you're talking out loud like a crazy person like Esther does, she likes to keep her earplugs in so that it looks like she's on the phone. Whether you're talking out loud and looking like a crazy person, as Esther sometimes does, or whether these thoughts are just flowing through your mind, still you are projecting thoughts continually. And that steady projection of thought, that steady focusing of thought is what equals your blending or not, your allowing or resistance, your satisfaction or not, you see. So it's just something you want to be aware of and not try to fix all at once. Just fix thought by thought as you're moving along. So now what?